Robots are no longer just big screen fantasies. They're actually being brought to life with full functionality, but some of them don't look like robots at all. For example, the Hum Rider designed by special effects house A to Z FX looks like an ordinary SUV, but with the push of a button, this car transforms. It widens and elevates itself 5 feet in the air using a custom-made hydraulic lift system powered by a Honda generator. And this allows the driver to comfortably cruise over cars in traffic. The car weighs 3,855 kilos and it has thicker and bigger tires to support its weight. It also has 4 cameras underneath its body that helps visualize the cars it's driving over. Pretty cool, right? There are other cars that transform as well, like the Mercedes Viano and the BMW Transformer by Letrons. But what happens when you add artificial intelligence to the mix and make robots more human? Introducing Atlas. This robot, built by Boston Dynamics, has athletic intelligence that can actually do parkour. It's 5 feet tall, weighs 86 kilos, is battery-powered, and works on a hydraulic system. So how does Atlas run a parkour course? It was designed with 18 degrees of freedom of movement. And to help it navigate a parkour course, it uses RGB cameras with depth sensors. These sensors feed data into a control system with 3 computers where basically perception is converted into action. So this robot can not only get from point A to point B, but it can also correct its footsteps along the way and maintain balance. By having Atlas run a parkour course, its engineers are able to identify problems and extend its capabilities. But why was it built in the first place?
The work that we're doing now, I view as really just foundation building. We're building the core capabilities that we think any useful robot will need. And in doing so, we're really defining the next set of challenges that we're going to be working on over the next 2 to 5 years.
Atlas's athletic abilities are impressive, but this next robot doesn't just walk and jump, it can fly too. Presenting Leonardo. Leonardo is short for Legs on Board Drone, and it was developed by a team at Caltech. This little guy is only 2.5 feet tall, but has some super cool skills. It's actually the only robot in the world that can walk a slackline, ride a skateboard, and fly. But this hybrid ability is complex. So how did they build this? First, they studied the way birds are able to walk and fly. Next, they gave Leo 2 legs made with 3 joints, and then they added 4 propeller thrusters mounted at an angle on its shoulders. And all of this works together to help it control its balance. But Leo still has a long way to go before we can see it being used in the real world. A more human-looking robot that can function more autonomously is Amica. It was designed by Engineered Arts, and we actually got to interact with it.
Amica, can you dance?
Well, I'm not particularly in the dancing mood, but I will show you some of my moves.
To make it look and feel more human, its designers did something they call animation first. Essentially, they first studied how humans move around and then designed Amica's mechanics around it. Then they automated the expressions, and because the mechanics are designed on human movement, it looks more lifelike. It also has a camera in each of its eyes so it can see what's going on. It can see people and objects and react accordingly. But what will it be used for?
To start off with, it's mainly going to be interaction. So actually talking with a person, engaging with the public. So it might be that you'll find one of these, you can ask it where the restrooms are.